Pasha Pablo, YN7. Thank you for tuning. The replay. All right, big boy Pep for my peeps. So, hope y'all had a great day. Here go the first day of the week for the market. You know, it was a lot of anxiousness building and brewing with the extended weekend. So, of course, you expect to see amplified movement today, right? Which is always the case following a weekend, so to speak. You know, that's what I'm noticing. Mondays are good for surges. Just keep making them green surges, right? So let's take a look at the day. We added 1550, and that was largely due to, let's see here what we got. We got CGIX was plus 46 cents a share. RGLS 35 cents. Nice move with SINs today. SENS was up $1.11 for the day. And Torch Energy $1.44 plus. There might be some fluctuations in the aftermarket, and we had some stocks that were red. So, you know, that's the thing right now. That's the element we constructing now. So, from taking, let's say, from being agile, right? From being able to adapt and move with the real time current situations going on, I think is where you have your best opportunity to maximize value and growth, right? So we had periods of time where it was conducive and we were really looking at daily pops. And from what we learned that made us efficient at the daily pops, we actually really caught some really good assets at or we'll call them stocks. We'll say stocks. I don't want to mislabel anything. So we caught some really good stocks at the right time, and because of our plan, right? This is what I always tell people. Because of our plan, we know what we're doing, and we know why we're doing it. So, excuse me. For all the people growing with the channel, that's what we're developing. Okay? And by all means, I hope and encourage you out there finding your own stocks for your own reasons as well. Okay? And you'll know exactly why you're in those at the moment you're in those, etc. And you'll feel confident about it. So, Pasha, why do you got a pickaxe on the screen? You know why? Because going down this rabbit hole, right? And you know, if you want, for those that are, maybe this is your first video, go back a few videos. You can tell which ones is which, and you can see, actually just go back and review. I mean, because even still, a lot of the stuff that we've covered on Big Board Peps has grown, but especially within the last month or so, we caught it so early that it's still a good value for especially the long-term minded people if you want to buy in today. So with that being said, what this is evolving into for me is we're finding pickaxes, right? And what that means is, from the jargon, so to speak, right, is instead of necessarily, when it comes from the gold rush, you know, and in my research, I came across this story and it kind of stuck, and I've been refining this process of what I'm looking for different things for different reasons at different times. But it's always great when you find a true pickaxe. And today we're going to be going over. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this situation here, right? And I just had to share it with you. So get ready. Now, what happens is with the pickaxes is what the story was for anybody that's unfamiliar is when the gold rush happened and everybody was running out there for the gold rush, risking everything to make something. There was this group of people that blew up monetarily because they were selling the pickaxe, not going after the gold craze itself. You know, like people that were selling the denim jeans were making a killing because everybody was buying up denim jeans to go with their pickaxe, to go with their gold mining. You see what I'm saying? So you find a company that maybe isn't the gold itself, but it is needed to get to the gold, or it works in conjunction in getting the gold. You have something that's almost equally, if not actually more valuable. Because without the pickaxes, would there have even been a gold rush? They would have rushed, but there might not have been. You can only get so far with your hands, right? In rock. So, all right, let's get into it. And the company you may be aware of, if you are, congrats, and shout out to everybody that's in the field doing a thing, plus or minus. As long as you got your plan and you sticking to it, that's what's important. Stay focused on the end results. Keep rocking. All right, so what we got today is called evolving systems. And I'm laughing because, like, that's just, the name itself is worth like $1 billion. Like, you know what I mean? It just sounds like you're gonna be the best in the in the business when your name is Evolving Systems. Like, you're just going to continue to evolve, and it's a system, not a title. So like, cha-ching, 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 right? So what is Evolving Systems? All right, they had a nice day today. They were up like a whole $1. They showed up on my radar. Some of you may already have known about them. Shout out to everybody that got in at like $1 and still riding it out. Okay, so it hit 348 today, and from the last time I checked, it was down to like $3. Right, so somewhere in that fall, I was like, you know what? I need 1,000 shares. We're gonna go in and grab 1,000 shares. So the reason why I did that, and you can see here, you can see my channel I have here. I'm not really concerned with the fall. And we just did a video where one of our great partners on the channel, as far as like subscribers, one of the peeps, right? He had made a comment and he was talking about he was 500 down on a particular stock on a particular day. And he asked me what I think he should do, and I told him, you know, the general consensus is you don't catch a falling sword, you know what I mean, or don't try to catch a falling sword. And at the same time, I told him I explained in that video why I don't tell you what to do in situations, because I don't know what your plan is. You know what I mean? When you got into that stock, you had an idea, you had a plan. Now, that could change. You know, what you're doing may change based on what your plan is. You see what I'm saying? So like in that case, I was like, hey, look, if the stock is falling, you down, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what you were thinking. If you feel like it's going to be a long-term play, go up. What does it matter in the long term? I mean, if you trust it, if you believe and trust and feel like this stock is going to go from here to here over some longer period of time that you're comfortable with, then you in the game. What's the matter, right? So if you're looking for a quick pop, then you definitely went in the wrong direction, right? But it really starts with what your plan is. And I had to share that with you today because, like I said, I'm always looking at this from agileness. One thing you'll hear a lot from me on the channel itself is speaking of infinity. You know what I mean? I don't like titles. because title's like a box. And then anytime you feel like you could or need or want to go outside the box, you either don't or you question yourself because outside the box isn't described by the title, and then you're trying to adhere to the title. It's a whole bunch of craziness, right? So fuck a title, right? So agile is about doing what's right when it's right. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because this stock is in the process currently, when I bought into it, of dropping. Well, I'm okay with that because if you see my box here, the green zone here is 378 with a low of 325, which it's already at least already below if it was at $3, right? So I think when I got in with the latter part, it was at 320. Okay, but here's why it don't matter. This channel is pretty wide, and if we come down here, I'm looking at it like this. At the bottom of this channel is 244. So it could drop a whole dollar and still be basically in this channel today. Now, what I'm expecting, and you see I got a little yellow box here, and I really drew this kind of small just to give me some scale of what I was looking at the time. But like I said, it's dropping. It was dropping, which by tomorrow, who knows what it'll do? It could be up another $5, right? We've seen stuff like that happen. But what I'm saying is I like to keep things 100%. And if I show you the state of mind, what I can do, what I'm doing is I'm showing you the diversity of options, not options like options trading. I don't know about that yet. You know what I'm saying? But when you're agile, you're flexible, and because I don't have time to watch this, right? You guys know where I'm at right now. So right now I don't have time to babysit this. So instead of watching and looking and waiting for it to hit a bottom and come up, I kind of trust my tools and I trust my channel. Channel not being YouTube, but channel being this zone here between these two blue lines, right? And what I'm considering is that, one, if it drops, it should stay above 240, right? Okay, that's one thing. Now, two is if this angle of this channel persists, then by, here we are, tomorrow's the 17th, so you see the date down there, and we're going to click into here, and we'll be into the 18th, and it's like 5:30 in the a.m., which, is not really a time that you would perceive stock activity, but for lack of a better description, once we get to the 18th, we're going to be probably looking at this bottom of this channel to be at $3.60. And the high end of it being at $4.66. So, although the channel could showcase a drop of $1 today, by the end of the week, we most likely will be at least, now granted, nothing's promised, nothing's promised, as account for your own risk and stuff, okay? But I'm expecting, I'm not an expert, this is not advice for what you should do, I'm just telling you how fucking crazy I am, and this shit that I be doing, and maybe you might learn something or get a laugh about it. It's for your entertainment, right? So, I'm thinking that by Friday, we'll at least be back to, it'll at least be where it's at now, or higher. And that could be fudgy a little bit, it could dip a little bit, whatever, right? But I expect this to have an upward trend, if not even a more accelerated growth. And let's get into why, okay? Enough talking about the chart, because that's the chart. I mean, it is what it is. It was just at like $1, 6 months ago, and it's been kind of on this nice little growth thing angle since look at that, October, right? And it's had some ups and downs. So when you account for that full channel, that accounts for all the ups and downs it's having. This is the girth of it, and it's about $1 difference, right? Okay, so you plus or minus 50 cents from the middle. All right, let's look at why this is such. I don't like. It won't even matter if you like when you see this. I don't know if you already know what this is, but when you see, when I say the pickaxe, look, when I say the pickaxe, I'm not even talking about like the pickaxe of one thing. I'm talking about like this is. I think this is like the equivalent of like how everybody went crazy over Palantir, myself included in the beginning. We made a good bit on Palantir. All right. But this is like on that level, but like it's not on like where Palantir, I think Palantir did great. However, I feel like their product, their customer line, right? They can only do business with certain people. I mean, you gotta be like a million, $100 million, $1 billion company to get a contract with them, or the government. You know what I mean? Or else you just probably aren't, I don't know. You're not going to be able to afford their services, right? So that means that they really have an exclusive niche, although it's an important niche of important companies and businesses and government to the world, right? But it's a small niche. I think this is the Palantir of the people level. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to get into that. Let's get into that. So when we look at you pressing the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell, all right, we're going to see that you get access to all this amazing content in the future. So thank you for doing that. It really helps me help other people by, the YouTube algorithm, all that good stuff, technology that makes it go all over the place, so more people like you can see it and benefit from it if that's what they do. Even if it just gives them a laugh and warms their spirit for the day, then our work is done by me making the content and you hitting the share or subscribe, like, and dropping a comment. So when we look into the basic information from Evolving Systems, it says Evolving Systems is a software company providing business and operational support services and solutions to the telecommunications industry. The company's services include subscriber service activation, SIM card activation, mobile broadband activation, as well as activation. What is that, right? I didn't read that far. But activation of connected devices. Oh, that must, when He-Man, remember He-Man? Was it He-Man? He-Man. And when it came on, a little cartoon, he would hold the sword up by the power of Grayskull and the lightning would come and hit it. And, that's he activation. Okay. So, all right. So, check this out, right? Now, let me see here. What I want to get into is, first of all right, let's check their this is their website. But I want to go.
At Evolving Systems, we provide cutting-edge, real-time digital engagement solutions.
All right. We're going to go through a lot of stuff. Because, when I tell you, I was sitting here like, what the? It was... It was so much, right? It was so much opportunity that I was sitting here for a minute like, okay, so what do they do? Like, they do so much that I was like, well, what do they do? Because they do so much that it almost sounds like they do nothing. like it was so, All right, come on, we're gonna get into this. Cause I'm excited. Cause like when I tell you watch, and it may be, I'm gonna tell you now, this video may be 40, 50 minutes, but by the time we get through it all, you're gonna be like, yo, I need to hit this. I need to hit up Evolve. You gonna want some of this, right? Check it out. All right, so I don't even know where to start for you. All right, let's do this. We're gonna start here.
At Evolving Systems, we provide cutting-edge, real-time digital engagement solutions for communication service providers.
Because I gotta stop it for a second. Because you know what it is. I'm gonna show you a part on here on the site, and I promise you, every buzzword that you've been looking for, 5G, AI, blah 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 blah, whatever you've been looking for, I'm telling you, I can show you one slide from this company, one paragraph, and everything you've been looking for is mentioned in this. All right, let's get to it.
At Evolving Systems, we provide cutting-edge, real-time digital engagement solutions for communication service providers and mobile operators. Our solutions cover the complete life cycle of the SIM, from service inception, SIM creation, distribution, sales and activation, to in-life upsell, loyalty program support, retention, and then back around to recycling the resourcing for starting the process over. Our 30+ years experience has helped us understand how telecommunications businesses operate, and our managed and professional services have been tailored specifically to meet their needs. So what does Evolving Systems technology deliver? It puts our customers in a position to succeed in the new digital landscape, where advancing technologies like 5G, eSIM, and the Internet of Things are changing the game. Our solutions leverage invaluable real-time data that helps users make informed decisions on the right competitive strategies for their business. Plus, our user support puts additional expertise at their fingertips to maximize returns. We understand that successful onboarding, engagement, and retention of clients to ensure business growth is today more vital than ever in the highly disruptive and competitive world of telecommunications. By delivering a wide range of powerful, technology-driven, battle-tested solutions and services, supported both on-premise and in the cloud, Evolving Systems is trusted by the very top tier of communication service providers and mobile operators around the world to help them to succeed with mission-critical initiatives. Why not contact Evolving Systems today to see how we can help your business beat the competition?
See, you know you're on a certain level when your promotional campaign has words in it like battle tested. I mean, I thought we were talking about cell phones, right? But look, battle test, or did you think we were talking about cell phones? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm getting at. Battle tested, you know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. Look at this, right? So let's see, where was it at? Because this is not, okay, it does allow me to scroll at least. Where was it at? I'm going to show you the image. This is the one image you need to see. If you didn't catch anything else in this video. Of course, well, 5G, bam. This is all you need to see. Because everything, look, this is what the whole world is working towards right now. Now hold on. Because I'm so I'm trying to tell you, everybody gonna get thousands of shares of this. I'm trying to tell you, this is gonna be $1 million stock one day. Like we might all be in wheelchairs, but this is gonna be $1 million stock one day. I'm trying to tell you. Look, all right. So they said a lot of stuff, right? They said like so much stuff. It was just like it came a point where you just couldn't listen no more. You were just fascinated by the colors flashing on the screen. It was like I was being brainwashed. That's artist seduction at its finest. Now look, so the question is, what is a communication service provider? Because this is where I put two and two together. Because early on in the website, like I don't know what the fuck. At this point, if I didn't already had gone through all the content, almost every piece of content they got on their webpage today, and also this is how you like the new format. I know this is a sidebar, but like I'm kind of like, I used to have the cards where I would type everything out and put it all on there, but me just popping up on the camera, saying to you what I would type in, I go over it with you anyway. It kind of makes it faster to produce this stuff for you, and that helps because especially on the days where I'm coming in doing research and experimentation, I can get right to it for y'all, so it makes it a little easier. Let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, so communication service provider, because what I was getting at is like, literally, if I spent 40 minutes myself just looking through their website, maybe, what time is it, 7? Really, probably about 90 minutes, right? And then cross-referencing stuff to get an understanding of what I was actually looking at. I'm going to say if I spent 90 minutes, I really didn't know what they did. The magnitude, the scale of what they did for at least the first 25, 30 minutes. And that's me. I didn't know. And I'm reading it. You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, do you know about EVOL? Nah, what they do? It was like I'm sitting here looking at every, anyway, let's get to it. Because this is what I found that I think putting it like this would help. So I'm gonna do it like this. So they one thing they mentioned in this whole video, and like I said, what you see there, that's really all that in a nutshell is it. And what you got to do is we got to open our mind up to, we're thinking cell phones because we saw the SIM card. See, I don't know about y'all, but we know SIM cards. We know them very well, especially us millennials. Yeah, I am actually a millennial. I'm one of the first, but I'm a millennial. somebody it was like I had to reveal that to somebody today, like, you didn't already know, like, I'm a millennial. They was like, that explains so much. I was like, yeah, I'm a millennial. You didn't. All right, so anyway, we are very used to SIM cards, and that technology is going to another level, but hold on, we'll get to that in a moment. This is I'm so excited. Like, okay, so what is a communication service provider? All right. When we go there with it, right, you'll see this little Wikipedia box. Actually, we can just go like this. We can go to Wikipedia, and then we can review it. And what it says here is a communication service provider, CSP, is a service provider that transports information electronically. Now, when you think SIM card cell phone, that gave me a very, very narrow perspective of what this outfit was capable of. But when I started breaking this down, right, I was like, oh, and we're going to get to that. So stay with me. Now, CSP is a service provider that transports information electronically. So on a cell phone, your voice is transferred to some digital signals, which is information, and that's transported electronically. And then on the other end, it receives the digital signal and it converts it back into speaker output, which hopefully sounds a little bit like you on the other end. So that's what we think when we think of cell phone. I got my SIM card. Boom, I can make a phone call when it's activated, right? Bam. Now, if we look at it like this, transport information electronically, that just takes it to a whole nother level. So for example, a telecommunications service provider, right? So the term encompasses public and private companies in the telecom, which is landline and wireless, internet. So think about everything that goes through the internet. Cable. Well, what are you talking about? TV cable? You talking about fiber optic cable? What you talking about? Deep sea cable? I don't know. Right? Satellite. Okay, so what you talking about? Like GPS positioning? Satellite? Or you just talking about like satellite? You know what I'm saying? And managed services, right? So it said the market in which a communication service provider specializes is often a function of the industry served. These industries can be divided into 3 categories: telecommunications, entertainment and media, and internet web services. And it says some of them branch into multiple areas, etc. Now, that's Wikipedia. Now, if we go over here and look at Gartner's definition, excuse me, right, it says a communication service provider offers telecommunication services or some combination of information and media services. So isn't this the new thing now? Information and media services? Isn't this like your Zoom, your Teams meetings? Isn't this your new, for those that watch TV, your new service packages where you can watch the TV at home or on your phone? Okay, so then we just got content. Well, that's pretty explanatory, right? No limits there. So entertainment and application services over networks, leveraging the network infrastructure as a rich functional platform. So I'm getting to this here. So CSPS includes the following categories, and they label it as telecommunications carrier, content and application service provider. So is this like Google Play? Is this like your apps on your phone that you download? Is that, cable service provider, satellite broadcasting operator, and then here's the kicker that the other one didn't mention: cloud communication service provider. Now, we just take off communication service provider. What we know, communications is information, doesn't mean that it's necessarily voice, so we could actually leave that on, but we just focus to make it clear: cloud. Okay. So that's what a communication service provider really definition is. Basically everything that you want to hook up to 5G ever. So let them build 5G and we grab this company because they all right, let's get back to them. All right. Where else we want to go with this? I mean, it's so much. All right, let me see. Look at their customers, right? Check this out. Oh, Vion. Oh, they got Vion. We got Vion. They got Vion. We got something in common. All right, Airtel. I know you heard of them. Orange. Okay, so they got a bunch of stuff because they got over 100. So anyway, look, thinking ahead of the digitalization curve, right? Access, insights, so they got some stuff here. Check these out. Because I don't want to take up too much time here because I want to show you some other stuff. But all right. So if we go to the top, and first of all, if we go to solutions, these are their solutions, right? So they got the smart dealer, which is incredible. They got what else here? Let me go to technology. Let me go here. So let's check out this. And if you're watching this and you're paying attention, I mean, look at this little web they got over everything, right? This is where Palantir meets 5G on a people level. If you're really looking at this, I'll rewind it just a few seconds because I don't want to bore the people that was paying attention. But if you're looking at these, I know they're not talking on here, but pay attention to what they're describing because this is important for you to understand. This is the big data part. Remember, I told you everything you're looking for is here. You see, look, it collects and refines your customer data. Can you say Palantir? Now it said from every point in the digital journey, regardless of volume, right? So what I'm looking at this is now your SIM card. I mean, some things are just beyond our control, but your SIM card, if you thought they were monitoring like your web browser usage, I mean, at the end of the day, everything goes through your SIM. So collects and refines your customer data. Now, granted, in the right hands, that's gonna make for a brilliant user experience on whatever. We're going to focus on the good hands portion, like Allstate. So what I'm getting at is, here's the big data aspect. So we got 5G, we got big data, right? And because of the big data, guess what? They're going to be able to refine processes for you, like you saw us say, offer promotions that are tailored to you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So how long before they get advertising money? All right, let's continue. Next best recommendation engine uses contextual real-time streaming data to personalize engagement. So, look, the software platform, right, is designed to capture your customer data from multiple sources. We didn't get there yet, but they're going to tell you that when they say CPSs are their customers, they have over 100 CPSs as customers on 5 continents. Now, last time I checked, there was only 7, and one of them is called Antarctica. Like, we can't even go there, right? So out of 6 continents, they got 100 CSPs as their customers on 5 continents, with over 1 billion end user customers. So when you talk about market share, my calculator, right? 1 divided by 7 They got 14% of the globe right now. And why is that something? Because we talk about VON, right? So we're in VON because we know they're transitioning to 4G and what that's going to do for that region. The rest of the world is transitioning to 5G. So they great get all of them. At $3, who cares, right? So look, right? They're gonna get the 5G money. They're gonna get the VON money with 4G as they blow up and expand across that whole country because they got both SIM cards, and they're prepped and ready for 5G, which as it develops and rolls out stuff, who you think they're gonna use? Like they got over 100 CSPs. They got everybody, right? They got the whole world. This is amazing opportunity. Like I'm so excited. So all right, check this out, right? Let's see here. I won't bore you with that video any longer. But basically you get the idea. They're gonna be able to have all your data, and for better or for worse, they're gonna be able to make collect your data. You know, they're gonna do what they do with it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sign a service agreement, and that's gonna be it. Okay, so you already did. It's on your phone. Oh, you don't think so? Okay, we'll get to that later. Now, here is something that I learned today: is they have a thing called an eSIM now, which makes sense. We know what the SIM was, and now they have this eSIM. Now, keep in mind, this company's got both. They've run in the show on both. So here we go.
Introducing the complete SIM and eSIM lifecycle management suite from Evolving Systems. It allows telecom operators to manage their resources, order and distribute SIMs, sell their products and services through digitalized sales channels, activate their subscribers, and drive in-life revenue and cost management. This single suite integrates Evolving Systems' proven solutions, support, and services into one holistic offering.
See, now you get into the actual businesses themselves. We got a product for you too. We got something for you too, guys. You see what I'm saying? You got products. Look, remember the RFID chips? Now everything gonna have a SIM. Oh, you don't think so? Hold on, I'll show you. Hold on a second here. Because you don't think so, right? Okay. Bam. Okay, so here we go. Here go all the phones as of February 21. Now keep in mind, the eSIM, I'll give you this heads up, is like really gonna take off when 5G get here, which is not here yet, at least over here. Now these are just the phones as of February 21, when 5G isn't even a thing yet. Really, it's on the horizon. You got all these Apple phones. Your iPhone 12, they in there. Your iPhone, all of them, they in there. Samsung, you got it. They in there. Google Pixel, in there. They like Intel. Microsoft, look, right? So your Microsoft Surface Duo, but if you got a Windows 10 PC, they in there. You see what I'm saying? Like they in computers, and this is when I said, oh, wait a minute. What else take a SIM card? And then I was like, you know what? It's some things that take a SIM card and this, that, and the other, right? Hold on. And then what about this? What you think about this? Is SIM card a smart card? Right? On both a SIM and a debit or credit card, you're not actually looking at the chip. So on both a SIM and a debit or credit card. Kind of, you see where I'm going with this? Okay. All right. So anyway, let's get back to this. Let's not get too far off of this. Hold on.
Understanding the life cycle of your subscribers is crucial, but it's just as important to understand the life cycle of a SIM. SIMs need to be purchased and shipped, distributed and placed into the market, then sold, activated and managed. This applies to both physical SIMs and eSIMs. Modern operators are asking themselves.
So look, check it out, right? Here's what I get from that. They're like, I'm telling you, they ain't missing a dime. They said, look, we gonna source all the SIMs in the world. We got them all. They're like the beer. They're like the diamond. The SIMs are like the diamonds, and they're like the beers. So they said we got all the SIMs because we gotta buy it. We gotta get the SIMs for you. Then we gotta sell you the SIMs to put into your cell phone, to put into your. It's gonna be your washing machine, your toaster. It's all gonna have these SIMs that are gonna be connected to 5G, and this is why I'm saying this is so big. Think about it. All this stuff that you already say, oh, it can connect to 5G, and I'm gonna be able to touch my refrigerator and just order food. Well, guess what's gonna be inside of there that's gonna allow it to communicate and telecommunicate right? It's gonna be a SIM or eSIM. And listen to what they saying. We're gonna sell you the SIM. I mean, we got them. Then we're gonna also sell you the service to handle the activation, the data collection, the help you make offers and promotions and specials based off the data we collected. Then we're gonna do this and that and the other. And then when it's all old and done with, we're gonna handle the recycling of. What else is left? What else is left? What else is left? All right.
How are we going to stand out in the marketplace and differentiate ourselves from our competitors? As traditional services move to all-you-can-eat offerings, differentiation will be achieved through service quality, improved subscriber experience, led by personalization at first use, regardless of device or location, and by providing the ability to cross-sell and upsell to other products and services. Being present or local to the subscriber's location is a vital ingredient to differentiate. Selling where customers are located rather than insist they come to a store.
So not only do we got all that stuff for you too, but guess what? We're going to help you get this in the streets. All right, partner? This is what we're going to do. We're going to get you out of the store, and we're going to make it so that you can go to someone's, you can catch someone on the block and activate they join right there on the street. You see what I'm saying? Like, your neighbor grade be the next CSP. They're going to be selling cell phones and be able to activate them for you too. It's not going to be like, I can just sell you the phone and then you got to go call, get activated. It's going to be, I'm going to be able to do the whole package. Like, anyway.
Ensuring the services work first time and enriching offers with non-telco services is crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having the ability to download a SIM profile to a physical SIM.
Check this out.
Based on the country of the subscriber and switch that profile in real time should they move.
So for all the globetrotters before the plane stopped flying everywhere, if you went to another country, first of all, you had to hope that your service provider worked in that country, or else you'd be on like roaming through another network. Well, what they're saying you can do with this eSIM is actually on the fly, just transfer over to the local radio station, so to speak. Like when you like in a car, when you drove cross country and you start going out of the reach of one radio station and you find that next one that's in that area that plays what you like and you is on a totally different station, that's what you're gonna be able to do with your phone now. And your car. Yeah, because if the car is gonna be connected to 5G, guess what it's gonna have in there? Somewhere. A SIM. Okay.
Or moving subscribers to a new technology by providing an
And if they're already connected with all of these companies, No matter who Neo picks to do business with, guess who's going to get the business? Like I said, when Vion blows up, guess who's blowing up with them, right? When Tesla needs more Sims, who you think they're probably calling? I'm just saying, Virgin Galactic, all of these people do business. I'm not saying Tesla and Neo do, but Virgin's definitely one of their customers.
Easy upgrade to a new service or network, or a secure SIM swap when moving from physical SIM to an eSIM. These capabilities and more are at the heart of Evolving Systems' core expertise and technology. Here are just some examples and feedback on how our suite is being used by some of the largest mobile network operators in the industry, helping solve some of their most critical business challenges. This begs the question, shouldn't you be one of them?
So, and they're still just talking about cell phones. And like I said, if we didn't go, that's why I started with, okay, let's stop from the beginning and go actually look up what a CSP is. Because for me, like I said, sounds like they're still talking about cell phones, which they actually are. And that's the genius of it. They're talking about cell phones, but they're talking about so much more than cell phones too, because when they feel like they want to tell you all the stuff they're capable of, but not go into like a whole paragraph, a list of what they can do and beyond, they just say SIM. And like I said, that's going to be your car one day. Your sneakers are getting ready to have SIMs in them and track your steps and be able to send it to your phone, and then the phone or directly to the app on the phone that's going to put it into the cloud and compare your steps with your friends and family steps around the country, and y'all going to have a step off. I'm telling you, like, who's going to get all the money? Like, you see what I'm saying? So at this point, I really don't give a fuck what the price is. It's under $4. Grab this. I'm grabbing this. All right, so look, right? Let me see what else we got here, because it's incredible. It's incredible. All right. So check this out, right? Real-time digital engagement accelerator, right? With 100 plus customers. It sounds like they don't got no customers. But what you're talking about is the customers are CSPs who have a whole network. They get all the money. I tell you, wait till they wind up in the washing machines and the smart washers and your everything. It's all that stuff you saw the Jetsons has a SIM card in it. Put it like that. And all of that's going to connect to 5G. So as soon as the 5G get up and running, OMG, right? So, oh man, this is such an amazing time. Excuse me. So, 100 customers across 5 continents, right? Remember I was saying that. Empowering communication service providers, CSPs, to increase revenue per user. Coming to a area near you if it's not already there, right? So, and all of that good stuff. So, it's just amazing. Look at this. Caribbean operator Digicel deploys Evolving Systems Evolution. Caribbean operator. Just there's one. I mean, we could look and see how many people they got under their umbrella. They each got a SIM card. They ready to kill it. And like I said, go back to Vion. Vion has from parts of Africa, Pakistan, all the Stan countries, Bangladesh, all of them are ready to go 4G. Millions, hundreds of millions of people, if not billions, are ready to be added to 4G through Vion by itself. And then the rest of the world not to say the rest of the world like that, but a large part of the remaining part of the world is going to be moving into 5G, which means they're going to get all these new eSIMs, which basically, guess who got a monopoly on them? Almost, right? This is. So yeah. So what I'm saying is this, right? We didn't even go into the investor relations. We ain't look at no corporate resumes, nothing. I showed you the picture with all the little people all around the world, and they're all connected. And if you know anything about 5G, you know everything's going to be on 5G. And what you know, that means that everything is going to have a SIM, whether it's an eSIM or a SIM. And apparently, this company is the Simpsons. All right? For real. And do your thing. Pasha Pyro, YNet7. I mean, thank you for tuning. The replay. Share, subscribe. I could go on and on about this company. I mean, go to their website and you just get lost. Literally, you can just go to the website and you can just get lost. Every time you click something, it expands and it goes into more and more and it expands. I told you, like, the first 30 minutes, I was like, what do they do? It wasn't until I actually looked up CSP that it started to make sense of what they're capable of, because they're not really telling you what they do. I mean, they are, but it's so vast that they're not telling you what they do. It's not like Bingo where it was like, yeah, we make this. It's not like FRSX where it's like, yeah, we you know, we're gonna take over LiDAR spot. It's not like those. It's not like the companies we were looking at when we were trying to get into 5G. And we're like, yeah, we make the antennas, or yeah, we lease the towers. It was very precise what they do. There's really no limit to what this company can do, because everything is going to be connected to 5G. Because everything is going to the cloud, that means that everything is going to be routed through telecom in one way or another. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this is it. This is it. And there's no paid sponsorship here. I'm not telling you should buy it or shouldn't buy it. I'm just hoping you're entertained by this. All right. Thank you for tuning in replay. Big boy Pep for my peeps. Get you a pickaxe and a gold digger and get that money.